Mike, turn your games down.
Merry Christmas, everybody! From Games My Mom Found, I am Mike Albertin, and who's having a magic Christmas with me tonight?
That was kind of lame.
Thanks, babe.
You're welcome. This is Tiffany Albertin, and that's all I got.
I forgot the order already. What was the order? Sorry.
You can go.
Okay, I'll go. I'm Bill from A Gamer Looks at 40, and we gotta go to the North Pole, Gideon, to see Santa Claus so he can make my dad not dead.
Much better.
Mine had heart, too.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm Phoebe Stanton. If I had a nickel for every time Bill and I were on an episode since the summer where a dead man turned into a guardian angel, had to help somebody teleport to the past around a winter holiday, all because things in the current timeline were getting worse, and the main character had to use an item to change the events, we would have 2 nickels. Now that isn't a lot, but welcome to Christmas with Donnie Darko.
It's a better movie, though, somehow. I mean that wholeheartedly.
Very good.
Because I did not like Donnie Darko. Fuck that movie.
I don't remember it.
It's okay.
So mad at you for that.
Yeah.
I did not like that movie. So we are here to talk about a movie that Tiffany suggested.
Yeah, now everyone can shit on me.
One Magic Christmas, directed by Philip Borso, screenplay by Thomas Meehan, and production company Disney and Silver Screen Partners, Telefilm Canada, and came out in 1985.
Yeah, this is a Disney joint. I'm glad for a Disney joint because I have Disney Plus and I didn't have to pay any extra for this. I could just watch it without having any hoops to jump through. So thank you for that. That's always good.
Don't worry, I'll give you hoops when I go back to the horror poster again. There'll be some hoops on there, I'm sure.
I'm sure.
I got 2 logged that we got to do still.
What is that?
I don't remember.
Oh,
It's on my phone.
That's
That's not what we're here for.
It's a Halloween, damn it.
So I always start with our history. Didn't know this movie existed, even though I've been with my wife now 10 years. She never once mentioned this movie till this winter.
I don't think that's true. I'm pretty sure that is not true.
I'm pretty sure it's 100% true.
No, I'm pretty sure it's not true.
You act like I don't listen to you.
You don't. What did you say when we were up there? I'm sorry, honey, I didn't hear you. Sitting right next to him, he said, I'm sorry, honey, I didn't hear you.
To be fair, I had headphones in one ear because I was editing and watching a movie.
Yes, and playing Marvel Snaps. It's listen.
I quit Marvel Snap.
No, that's
actually,
over.
6 months or 3 months.
Really? Wow.
I gave it
Okay. You gave it up. All right.
I got tired of it. They pissed me off. But
they were charging you for things.
Well, yeah, that's a whole other story. And Tiffany, what is your history with this movie?
I watched it when I was younger. It's just probably like a younger childhood memory thing. But I probably watched it with my dad, but my dad usually worked 3 jobs and had to work on Christmas. So.
Oh, yeah. And Phoebe.
I have never heard of this movie.
You're welcome.
Until being brought into this, which is hilarious.
Hey, who volunteered? Excuse me.
You did.
Yeah. I said yes on Discord, and here I am.
You volunteered as well.
I volunteered. Yeah. So I have no history whatsoever with this as well. So this is really a Tiff joint. This is a favorite of Tiff's from her childhood, and we're all kind of along for the ride. So this will be. I love the fact that you like this and love this and have a history with it. So Tiff, my question for you is, how did you experience this as, I guess, a young person? Like, how was there? Like, did you have like a tape? Was it like on TV? Was it something you watched every year?
It was honestly probably something that my dad recorded off of TV because he did that. Like when I moved in with Mike, I had probably a whole box full of VHSs that said, One Magic Christmas, and I had one with Gremlins and all the HBO specials he would record for me.
Now, was your dad one of those, like my dad, who tried to cut out the commercials? He would like stop the recording and then start it again so the commercials didn't? I think
he did sometimes, yes.
Yeah, my dad would always try to cut out the commercials, and I have a distinct memory, and this is Christmas related, so I'll run with it. This is I have a memory of The Grinch Who Stole Christmas, the animated one, of course, not the new
not the
newer
scary
ones.
Jim Carrey one.
Yeah, not the weird deep fake.
He was too old for that one.
Yeah. So. Yeah, of course it was. So I have a memory of having that on tape, and there's the scene where the Grinch is going down the hill for the first time with this menacing look on his face, and you can see the screen go to black because it's going to go to commercial, and it goes right back up. My dad timed it perfectly. It was like seamless. It started going down, and then it went right back up. It was the only time he ever did it perfectly. he had to sit at the VCR, stop it and start it, and like count in his head 60 seconds of commercial time or whatever it was. So yeah, we had a lot. We had a lot of tapes like that. We had Star Wars. The first time Star Wars was shown on TV, my dad taped it, and I remember the Star Wars the movie. I have a lot of memories of things being taped off of TV. My dad was big into that.
My dad would do the masking tape and then write what was on there.
Oh yeah, but yeah, he everything was written out in order of what was on that tape. I remember one time my dad would have the one time for some reason we got like a free preview of the Disney Channel because Disney Channel was like a paid add-on for whatever cable package we had, I guess. And so he spent like 3 days, however long we had at the Disney Channel he just taped for like 3 days straight. Just to get as much Disney stuff as we could. So anyway, fond memories.
At least you did.
Get your free money's worth.
My fault.
Yeah, you weren't rolling like that. We weren't paying extra for the Disney Channel.
Right.
My uncle taped stuff for me because he used to tape stuff all the time. And I remember he taped me like X-Men cartoons. I remember watching some that were on a tape.
Cool.
He didn't cut off the commercial.
Part of me regrets throwing them away because there is stuff on there like Unico that I cannot find anymore.
I'm sure.
And I'm dying to find Unico.
Well, I don't know if you know this, but your husband likes to sail, so I wouldn't worry too much.
Does that mean we're going to Japan for Unico?
Oh
No.
my god.
It's right there.
Clear. Where am I looking at it? Anyway,
this is Christmas related. So I don't watch a lot of Christmas movies. I'm not a Christmas movie guy. And I remember seeing some of like the classics. Like every year, for some reason, when we went to my uncle's house, he would have to play
A Christmas Story
and A Wonderful Life. I've never seen those entire movies, either of them.
The original.
What?
Yeah, the black and white one. Never seen the whole thing ever in my life yet. Not happening yet this year, but one year.
A bell rings, an angel gets its wings. It's Gideon.
You never seen the whole
Mike,
Christmas Story. Wow.
I don't like Christmas Story. I've never seen Christmas Vacation all the way through.
I did that one.
I don't like Christmas movies usually.
Christmas Vacation.
Well, there's a certain schmaltz that Christmas movies have, and that you have to be able to accept. Like there are a few Christmas movies that are like It's a Wonderful Life. I don't blame you. I think that one people forget how long that movie is. That is a long. There's a lot of time of Jimmy Stewart, trying to save the bank. Oh, Jimmy, gee willikers, we're gonna go under. And there's a lot of that. Everyone remembers the 20 minutes where basically Gideon shows up and does what he does in Magic Christmas. Everyone remembers that part. People forget the sock hop and people jumping into the pool, and like that movie goes places. It's a good movie. I'm more of a Miracle on 34th Street person myself. It's great. And Christmas Story, that's one of those that we saw every year. We would, because they play it on TBS, I think. Still, they do a 24-hour marathon of it, and so it's always on. And actually, my son saw it for the first time this Christmas season. He loved it. He thought it was great. His tastes, of course, run more towards Home Alone, which I still think is pretty great. So.
I don't think I've ever seen that all the way through.
Oh, Home Alone 1 is
Home Alone's great.
Home Alone 2 is also fantastic.
Yeah, it's good.
If you take
I think it's good.
I don't like who's now the president.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, he just shows up. There he is.
So,
Is it the second one? No.
I don't know. One of them has a pedophile, and I don't remember which one it is.
It's the second one.
Wow.
In New York.
Never seen it, and I have no plan to do the second one until I can say, ha ha, he's dead. Until that day comes, I'm not. So, there are a few people you can wish dead.
So,
if you were 1941, you can wish Hitler dead. It'd be okay. So,
fair. Very true. Very true.
Not 1941 anymore, but
we are not.
I mean, you could. You'd just be murdered if you were German. That's all. If you told anybody, you could wish it just quietly. All right. So, plot summary of this movie. I'm not as good as Ken, but I got something.
I started writing something last night, and I was like, I don't know how he just does it, because I was like, my brain.
He writes it. I don't.
I know. I started writing it too.
I wrote one for tomorrow, actually, but not for this.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Saint Nicholas calls down on one of his angels, someone that died a long, long time ago, swimming in the water. And he's come down because this woman doesn't believe in Christmas anymore. And if you don't believe in Christmas, your kids run away, your husband gets murdered, so you should believe in Christmas, kids. And he's bringing back the Christmas spirit to her so they can reverse time and have a Merry Christmas. That's my terrible plot.
Hey, listen, not bad. I'll take it.
No.
Very nice.
You did describe the whole movie in a nutshell.
You really did. You usually did.
I did, yes. But not as good as I wanted to, but that's what happens. You don't write
It's
it down.
okay.
Ahead of time.
It's totally
Or
fine.
remember.
You put in the effort. I didn't put in the effort. I started doing the effort, and then I'm like, no. I said no.
Bill's like, I
So,
don't want to.
I really did. I was like, this isn't working. You know, it was one of those you look at it and you're like,
I mean,
I'm glad you did, sir.
It's a Christmas movie. I mean, it has a lot of that, like, sadness to begin with. Like, it's Christmas. We don't have money because we lost our job and we're getting kicked out of our house because we live in a company town.
Like,
then that was
jobs like that.
Yes.
That was the truly mind-boggling thing, is that it's a company house for a radio station?
Yeah,
It was a radio station?
Yeah, he worked at a radio station.
Oh, I thought it was a factory.
Is that right? See, I thought it was like a radio. I thought he was making like radio parts. But Medford is a real place. I think he was like a factory person who was making like radio parts. That's kind of what I got out of it. But I could be totally wrong on that.
They said content to radio. I didn't even think about it being an actual FM radio creator of the technology.
Like a plant,
a shock jock type thing.
Yeah, no, I read it as he worked at the plant and they built this town around this like manufacturing plant, which is very common in the Northeast. This is supposed to take place in Medford, good old Medford.
Yeah, no, I paid attention to parts of that because I was like, man, it kind of looks like Medford, Massachusetts. It's done in Ontario, funny enough. It was shot in a Meaford, MEAFORD.
Yeah, I saw that too.
But it does look like Malden/Medford. But then at one point, there's a license plate, and you can clearly see the state of Oklahoma.
Yes,
well, that's a rental car.
Yeah, well, and it's interesting too because the character at that point he's like Oklahoma license plates because that's when the bank robber, which is a weird thing to say in a Christmas movie, I guess, but what's framed as a traditional Christmas movie. When the bank robber's trying to sell his car, he goes Oklahoma plates. He's like, how many miles does this thing have on it? It's like 55. He's like, maybe 155. Like, this bucket of bolts ain't worth nothing. I'm not giving you anything for it. And then the next logical solution is pull out your 6-shooter and hold up a bank.
Yeah,
this is
without a mask.
He wanted $50, which in today's money would be $150.
I was wondering the same thing too.
Yeah, so it's a very, this is an interesting. Well, I'll just kind of put my I guess my thesis together on it. This is a lightweight movie that's really not that lightweight. I was surprised and shocked when all the drama happens. The lead in this, Mary Steenburgen, very well-known actress. She's great. She's good in this. Although I really think the director just said be there. She doesn't really emote much considering her husband dies and her kids.
Was thinking the same thing. I'm like, I should be a little more upset.
Yeah, but
the fact that it all happens in one day.
Yeah, I grief is a thing. I understand. So grief can do some weird stuff to a person.
I took it as her kids are back. That's good, but she's trying to move forward, or not move forward. Pretend everything's okay because it's Christmas and they know their dad died, but she doesn't want to be like a sobbing mess for her kids.
But I don't think you could help it. I mean, how would you be if I died?
I don't know.
Okay.
Don't answer that.
Then you're mad at me or not.
Yeah, it depends.
I told that dumbass not to go outside in the snow.
Yeah, and it depends on how you die, I think.
I told him not to go to the bank and get a loan he didn't have permission to do that. Fuck him. That's what you get for not listening to me.
The amount of shots in this movie of running on a slushy ground. And it's like, there's probably black ice under there in at least one scene. How are they not slipping?
It's Canada, they're all used to it.
The entire movie, especially after the bank heist, I was thinking, oh, one of these kids is going to run.
And I think,
snap their neck, and that's going to be the next death of the movie.
So just to kind of bring people in who may not have seen this, because I don't think many people have, we should probably do a bit of groundwork on this. Essentially, we have a family who lives in this. Now that they say Oklahoma, I don't know where it's supposed to be. Medford, Oklahoma, perhaps. Anyway, they work in this like working class. They live in this working class town. The father lost his job, has dreams of opening a bike shop. The mom works at a supermarket for a really for the jerk manager we've all had at some point in our lives, or hopefully still don't have, but that could be a thing.
We feel for you if you do.
They have two.
Well, Phoebe had a couple things in this movie that made me think of her.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
They have two darling children, and the mom just doesn't have the Christmas spirit. She's just, life's beating her down and she's not feeling it. There's an angel named Gideon, which is an odd choice for a name for an angel. Gideon is a biblical character. There's
when ominous things are going to happen.
And the music changes when he uses his powers. It becomes. Why does the music become so foreboding, almost like
I don't know.
Whenever an angel is doing stuff?
The angel appears to the little girl, basically like, "Hey, the angel at the very beginning of the movie is assigned to the mom to get her the Christmas spirit. Damn it."
By Saint Nick himself.
By any ways necessary.
Yeah, from Saint Nick himself.
And then, God, this movie implies so much about the afterlife. That's terrifying.
It is. Yeah, you got a job.
Yeah. You
can't just laze around and be an angel all day.
Man, Santa, your elves look really weird. Oh, that they're all, forward people. They decided to work here, but then the two that push the ladder when he's on it kind of seem grumpy, like we didn't want to push the ladder.
We don't want to push
this is enslavement. The afterlife is now enslavement. There was at one point before they ever explained the soul thing where they're going through Santa's workshop, and in the background there's just some, let's call them security guard angels or elves. And like, someone wearing an SS uniform? What the fuck are we doing here?
Yeah. Painting warships.
He was too.
He was painting a warship.
To be fair, he's probably a very and yes, friends who haven't seen this movie, we did say Santa. We are talking about working class families. Angel, who's assigned to by somebody, God,
it's Saint Nicholas,
maybe.
It's Santa.
So Santa Claus assigns.
I thought it was God first too.
Me too. Santa Claus assigns Gideon the angel to the mom, to Ginny, the name of the mother, to restore her Christmas spirit. Ginny, again, there's 35 minutes of just tragedy of us learning how bad this family's life is. A series of events happens where Ginny's husband is shot and killed in a bank heist, and the bank robber then hijacks her car with her two children in it, and while evading the police, hits a police car, jumps a bridge, and falls roof down into a river.
Brilliant.
Amazing. Making Ginny believe that her husband and two kids are killed. Luckily, this film decided not to go with the kid death thing. The angel saves the two kids. Saves the two kids.
They couldn't do that.
Well, but they sure do kill the dad, and there's a lovely scene where mom gets to tell the kids, "Hey, dad's gone." That was fun, considering the daughter reminded me of my daughter a lot, just in her mannerisms. So that sucked last night. That wasn't fun. It's okay. You didn't make the movie, and all seems lost.
He said I was sorry.
So there's one.
So I was just gonna say, so all seems lost until Ginny, the little girl calls on Gideon, and Gideon says, "I got a guy. His name is Santa. Let's go to the North Pole and see if Santa can resurrect your dead father." And so they go to the North Pole to a very German Santa Claus, I guess. I don't know. And Santa goes,
that's actually accurate, because it would be like Klaus.
Yeah, so it's pretty geographically accurate Santa Claus, and he's a bit doddering. No, he's not all there, but he's okay. He's got most of his marbles. And Santa Claus says, "Well, I can't do anything, but all that's required to resurrect your dead father is if your mom believes in the Christmas spirit again." So then Donnie Darko happens, where she gets a letter that to prove. Santa gives the little girl a letter that Ginny had written when she was a kid. Ginny finds the letter, all of a sudden believes, has Christmas spirit, mails the letter to Santa Claus her daughter wrote, and whoop, time travel happens to 2 days prior when dad is not dead. And then she sets some things into motion, now filled with the Christmas spirit. that prevents the bank heist, and everyone has a Merry Christmas. The end.
So
Pretty good recap.
That's the movie.
It's really appreciative that they never once say the word time travel or anything. You just see Dad appear in the background, and they like do the middle of the street hug.
Yeah.
And she's like, I thought you were dead. Oh my God. And his response is, what do you mean? We just saw each other. The last thing was you were sending to me, which was a scene in the movie that happens 2 days prior. So this movie has an extremely good version of show, don't tell.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that.
But one of the funniest things that is part of this whole plot is now that we have done the whole plot.
Yeah, I just wanted to set because not many people have seen this movie, I think. And I mean,
no,
I
would say, yeah. I mean, this is not one of those, like, when you think of like Christmas movies, this is not one of the ones people go, oh yeah, that movie.
I'm sorry.
I'm very glad
I enjoyed it more than A Christmas Story. I can guarantee you that.
We have a scene of the daughter who's like, Gideon, oh my God, are you an angel? And all this stuff. And he explains his backstory. Like, they didn't have to add this to the movie. And it kind of makes it more hilarious because the whole point is he was a guy in the Wild West and a kid was drowning in the river. So he jumped in to save the kid. And the kid got saved, but he didn't because he also couldn't swim.
Right.
So it's really nice.
Yeah, one of the same
really
thing.
nice that the very next moment after he dies is he like goes to heaven or whatever, and we just assume somebody goes, "Congratulations, Gideon, you're now a Christmas angel." Wait, what? Am I dead? What? Yeah, don't worry, you're dead. You're a Christmas angel. Also, Santa's gonna teach you how to swim, and in the future, you're gonna have to save 2 kids.
Yeah, right. Yeah, basically, it's like, hey, you're in heaven, but guess what? You have a job, and here's your job. Here's the thing you get to do. Oh, well, I saved a child and sacrificed my own life for somebody. Don't I get like, I don't know, cushy white collar job?
Yeah.
Do I can I?
You have to help one person per year. He specifically says that he's assigned one person each year.
Right.
Now, I'm assuming, and this is never explained in the movie. This is just going off of like personal assumption and stuff, that there is, headcanon, that you have to make a quota and then you'll be allowed release from this quote unquote job in a very 5 people you meet in heaven sort of way.
It's a very, it's not very theologically accurate at all. Angels
Neither
are
was the 5 people you meet in heaven, but that
angels
are fantastic.
So I was thinking, if that's how the North Pole worked, can you imagine how many factories would be there if they just could hire dead people to work for them for free?
Oh man, Parker would love that.
Pretty great.
That's where Phoebe's going when she dies, to work for Santa.
Don't give them ideas.
So, since you
The
brought it up,
Necronomicon will come out of the drawer.
So when I was looking up like what kind of places have like company towns like this, and it's usually they were talking about rural areas where the one factory hires a lot of the town.
I told him to be nice,
and she's like, that reminds me of Phoebe. I'm like, it does.
No, there is no nice. That is accurate.
Phoebe sent me a doll. There's no.
Do you want to tell Bill that story?
Yeah, sure.
What happened?
I'll here. So Phoebe,
Bill, what happened?
being the wonderful friend she is, knows I hate dolls. She sent me a haunted doll and that I didn't even know was coming. Also, I opened the box and there's a doll face looking at me. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And then I opened the doll and I'm like, I don't like this. It's a Japanese looking doll. And then in the box it says, this is a haunted doll. So a few days after
ghost.
after we get the doll, and I put it on, and Tiffany puts it on the mantle, not in a locked mantle like where it should be, somewhere locked up where it can't get out. The temperature, Tiffany's like, I put it up to 70. I'm like, it's 62 in here. I'm like, I thought the furnace wasn't working. So we still don't know what happened. I blame the doll.
The doll did not leave the door open.
And then I texted Phoebe and said, it's all your fault. So.
Listen,
wow.
Your new daughter, Lily, didn't want you to overheat.
I look at that doll all the time to make sure it's in the exact same spot it should be.
So
I'm not joking. Every day I look.
It is right now. Can you see it right now?
Oh God.
No, but I could actually. I do have a camera somewhere in the house I could set up.
Hey Phoebe, I've told people that about your kindness and how nice you are, and like how like you're one of the few people who like reach out and just say, "Hey, how are you?" Like you're one of the few people in my life who just reach out of nowhere. This is a side of you that I don't know. I didn't realize was a thing.
Sometimes you just have to let the brat out.
I guess.
Listen, as a Christmas baby, this is the time of year where I should be allowed to let it out.
That's fair. I mean, I'm a Christmas child as well. December 27th. I was just had to compete with Christmas.
Straight up 25 here.
Oh wow, you have no shot. You were all but the combo present.
So we had a few Christmas movies in our house, including one Disney one, but it was not this one. It started with Tim Allen.
A Nightmare Before Christmas?
No, we were a Santa Claus with an
Santa Claus, yeah. That's a pretty good
house, and a lot of Rankin Bass.
Oh yeah, we were big into Christmas specials. We didn't really watch Christmas movies. We were more Christmas specials. Yeah, we were more like Heathcliff Christmas, Garfield Christmas, Charlie Brown Christmas, Grinch Who Stole Christmas. It's the specials you'd find on TV.
Silver and Gold and One Foot in Front of the Other will always live rent free in this brain.
Awesome.
You mentioned all these movies. I think I've only seen The Grinch out of all the movies you guys just mentioned.
Wow, you've never seen any of the Rankin and Bass stop motion movies?
Okay, you're right. I have seen some of those.
Oh, you haven't seen any of them?
I've seen Rudolph.
Mike, if we do more Christmas movies in the future, like weird, nobody has ever heard of them Christmas movies, please do all of the other reindeer with Drew Barrymore. I fucking love that one.
I didn't know it existed. Hey, remind me next year, because I always do some Christmas movies every year.
You do? Like, what did you do last year?
It's a long time ago.
Nah.
We did Gremlins one year. That's a Christmas movie.
Not a real Christmas movie.
What? Just because the people get murdered, so makes it a Christmas movie?
This is a Christmas movie.
This is also an extremely real Christmas movie, both in the content and the fact that it happens at the Christmas.
I mean, I do like this movie. Like, I am kind of a Grinch with Christmas movies, I found out. But, like, I did actually enjoy this movie. I like the fact that she's so down on Christmas, but also she's being a little bit smart, but she's being, like, mean at the same time. And it kind of works for me.
She's genuinely struggling. Like, it's a very realistic... It's a realistic depiction of people struggling during Christmas, which I like Christmas movies, and I've said this on this show multiple times over the years, that I like my Christmas movies covered in peppermint and candy canes, and just I want to believe the fantasy. I want to be lied to in Christmas movies. So this one for me was definitely a little on the nose, and the actress who plays the little girl is so good. She's great. Yes. She's excellent. And like I said, she reminded me a lot of my daughter in her mannerisms, even in like the little ways where she was like falling asleep, muttering to herself. Like my daughter's the same thing. So some of these scenes really hit hard. Like, oh, daddy's dead. It's like, oh boy.
Yeah. And that dad, the guy who played the dad was so good in this.
Yeah, he was great.
Really charming. And the girl were father and daughter.
Yeah, really charming.
Also, it's been like 6 months and he still doesn't have a job. What the hell's going on, buddy?
He wants to open his bike shop.
But he did that 3 months ago.
Well, it's one of those. He lives in if the only game in town is the factory you got fired from. There's not a ton of opportunities. But
see that a bank.
Phoebe, any comments on that one? What's wrong?
Listen.
This is why I got sent to Haunted Doll.
We had our plant wide, and
this is why you got the.
We actually had a slide during the plant-wide PowerPoint that was talking about everybody's mental states during the holidays and how depression and stress are up during the holidays. And it's like, wait, you care about our mental health?
Yeah, come on.
All jobs care about you, right? Yeah. That's the Christmas myth.
They care if you can still stand, because that means you're still a cog in the machine.
Yeah.
Take your lunch, take your vacation. You only matter until they don't need you.
Yes.
Here?
Some people
don't get breaks.
I used to tell my team all the time, take your PTO. It's part of your compensation. Damn it. Like, seriously, take it. You're supposed to. Go. Do things. I was let go from my company of 11 years while I was in the mental health facility, which is always a great thing to happen. But, yeah. Well, I guess that was a fun phone call to get. Hello. Hi. It's all good. It's fine. Yeah. It's fine.
Usually it leads to greener pastures. At least in my history, I've always, when I've lost jobs, I ended up with better jobs.
It's fine. We'll figure it out.
Bill has more time to podcast now.
I know. I got him on 3 right now. So
yes,
4, actually.
Yes.
Oh yeah, totally. So anyway, but this is I like this as I like this. This was fine. This was a perfectly acceptable Christmas movie. I just like mine that with a little more sugar and spice. and not so much child death and drama.
Maybe
and
next
pain
year,
and-
Bill. Maybe next year.
Yeah, I like my
Die.
Christmas movies, and I like my Christmas movies to be more elf, less,
Bill, have you seen Noel? With
I've
Anna
not seen
Kendrick?
it. I have not.
What in the hell?
What?
What is this? What is this movie?
It's called Noel.
Oh yeah, isn't she like Santa's daughter or something?
It's a really cute movie. I think you would really enjoy.
You
it.
recommend
Yeah,
Okay.
I've heard of this.
I recommend this one
2019.
instead
What?
Because I want people exposed to this awful Christmas.
It's not awful.
Wait, there's a
This is not an awful movie. This movie captures the spirit of Christmas. It has the tragedy, which fits to have her grow and be like, okay, I'm gonna enjoy Christmas. The only thing that doesn't make sense in this movie is not the guy is the manager.
He said she has a Christmas spirit, so he gets it too.
Well, no, I think he just got smart and go, yeah, I probably can't afford to fire her since everyone in this town has a job already besides her husband. So,
No, fire her and hire her husband at cheaper rate.
he's a man. You got to pay him more at the 80s.
Right.
I might like this.
See, this is
But it's
why
interesting
I
'cause
call Donnie Darko. One of the main things is that her changing the timeline, so to speak, has a sort of ripple effect. It's
Yes.
not just her specific family that gets it. Harry's life gets better. The manager gets a much better
Well-
mood.
Did the manager get better or did she just call his bluff?
Well, that too.
I mean, that's kind of that's how I looked at the manager the second time. I watched this movie 1.5 times, and when I saw it the second time, I'm like, I'm gonna take it that she called his bluff because like he's a fucking asshole. But he can't even talk in the microphone to say his little part. He makes her do it. Like
It's her bird.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
then
What
when
a fucking
whatever
asshole.
her name, Becky or Betty or whatever,
Betty, I think it's
yeah,
Betty.
like calls him out on it. You made her do that. He gets a little defensive.
Yeah, he does.
I think at the end of the day, what it is that he gets so into the work that he
Standing
forgets
there
to
and
be human
judging
every
people.
once in a while and give people some slack. So when this new timeline happens and Ginny's just like, hey, cut me some slack, that humanity spark shows up again.
well, you also like the reason I thought he got mad at her in line is not because her line was backed up, but because she told the guy go shop somewhere else then. And
Yeah,
I feel like that's why he approaches her because I've been in that situation.
Flashbacks of Coles.
And I've had people say that to me, and I've just like I usually ignored them, but I could see managers that I've had if I would have said, I think I've said it when I worked at FedEx. I'm pretty sure I said, okay, go there. That's fine. I don't care. Like, whatever. And I had a manager that would have been like, you can't say that to them. Like, they're going to come back anyway. I mean, I can't tell people at Sam's like, we're never coming back. We'll see them next week. Like, hi, how you doing?
Oh, the people who said I'm never shopping here again, I always saw them, and I would always be like, it's so nice to see you again.
Nice.
That's
Nice.
like, well, I'm never shopping here again, and I'd just be like, okay,
It's like,
that's
why?
enough.
So I think that's why he acts the way he does in that scene is because he's an asshole manager, but he also like, I mean, he does, and also you don't see him do anything but stand around with a clipboard just watching people. Like that is just
Can't jump on the till.
Yeah, it's a manager.
It's a manager.
that's a bad
It's
manager.
fun- it's
I was a
funny,
manager, I
I-
jumped on all sorts of stuff and tills
She
and
said, "Please jump on my sister," and he said, me? I can't do that.
yeah, I used to do shit like that. All the
Yeah,
time.
acting
People.
important, but just sucking your whole dick the entire time. That's a manager.
It's interesting. I would as soon as he was like, she's like, why don't you get on there? And he's like, I'm a manager. My first thought was poor management style. That's not how you're supposed. That's poor. And I think he maybe it's just because I was also at the very after this watching Eyes Wide Shut for tomorrow's recording. I
That was
just
yesterday.
maybe.
What are you talking about?
Oh, I'm sorry, timeline. I forgot.
Whoa.
I think he just likes getting talked down to by mommy, and I just think he was slightly turned on. So that's that's my interpretation. I think he just needed stern mommy to talk tough to him, and he said
Bro.
okay. That's what I think. That's what I think. Just
You didn't watch
what can I
Eyes
say?
Wide Shut. I get that now a lot.
Oh,
Yeah.
is that why? he's-
There's a reason I like that movie, babe. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, so
Why I didn't
poor
want
joke.
to.
I'm sorry.
That's another conversation that everyone's already heard. That hasn't happened
Yes,
yet.
exactly.
I'm Paradox.
But yeah, I think it does a very good job of creating this family that's easy to root for. They really
Yes.
are. And the actress again who plays the lead, I always forget her name, and it's sad because she's such a good actress.
she's
Mary
also
Steenburgen
realistic.
Mary Steinberg.
is very realistic. I just wish she gave a little bit more when she's kind of delivering bad news to children.
right. She's a little
that's-
whiny, I feel like.
It's not so much whiny. She just kind of.
He was tired of him. His deadbeat
You know,
wouldn't get a job for 6 months, and now he wants to open up his own business? Fuck him. That was her thought.
But again, I can also see somebody really struggling. really struggling. And hey, I'm not into Christmas right now because just this is a season that we're just not holly jolly right now. And that's, I think, a lot of people's experience. Like you said, Phoebe, this is a tough time of year for a lot of people. And I think this movie actually does kind of accurately capture that. It spends a lot of time in that. And the holly jolly piece is very small, very much so framed like It's a Wonderful Life. Again, It's a Wonderful Life is a lot of struggle of people trying to keep the bank open. But yeah. So I think it's pretty good. I love the fact that Harry Dean Stanton's in this.
Thank God somebody else brought this up. Man,
oh, he's great.
Everything.
He's always good. I mean, he's good in almost everything. I want in my incomplete write up when I was going to do my little box cover thing, the re-synopsis. I'm like the guy who played Brain in Escape from New York plays the angel Gideon. Yeah, he's great. He's good in this. Yeah, this is a movie that I wouldn't consider like a classic, but I'm glad I saw it, and I'm glad that I got a chance to check it out. It's interesting. It's different. It's not Hallmark schlock. It's not Hallmark schlock.
I will say that.
It's not. I've watched too much Hallmark shit.
Why?
They live on the Hallmark Channel at work starting from goddamn July. Christmas in July. I see it all the way to Christmas and I'm done with it.
I only want Christmas stuff in like December and preferably like the week before Christmas. Like
goddamn July.
No. My work, I figured out how to turn the channel and the TV in the break room. So
very nice.
It's now on BBC America.
Yes, very good. Excellent. Nice.
I'm surprised that's not locked to Fox News in that place.
Mike, you say that. It was at one point.
I figured.
No.
She's gonna send you another doll.
Then it was, it's getting there.
I was gonna say it's a puppet this time.
Food Network, and you watched the Food Network enough times, and it's like, okay, what else is on? flipping through in my secret way. Oh,
BBC
Next
America.
Generation.
Nice.
Depends on what season, nice.
That's it. Listen, anything's better than Hallmark. And again, but that's the interesting thing about me and Christmas movies. I don't like Hallmark stuff. I can't. That's too much. That's too much sugar. I'm diabetic, y'all. I should be hitting 400 with all that stuff. So
it's like
I don't know.
Rinse, wash, and repeat with the stories and the same actors. That one day I thought the movie was 3 hours long because it was 2.5 different movies with the same actress.
Yeah.
It's just rinse and repeat the same bullshit. Different thing. See, and this
girl in small town, guy comes from the country.
That's what made this movie actually decent to me.
Yeah,
it really is just a story of someone who's upset because, I mean, I would be upset too if my husband wasn't working for 6 months.
Yeah.
I would be upset if I wasn't working for 6 months too, and you were the one supporting us. Yeah, and we're getting kicked out of our house. I wonder, where are they moving to? Like,
that's the thing. You'll be out of here by the 1st, right, Ginny?
Oh, so when that asshole, when the guy from the company comes in and he just shows like, oh, hey, look at this place, and you could fix it up, and, paint it like
garbage person. Yeah,
it's not saying hi to the kids.
Hi, and the woman's
Mr. Grump. It's Grump, little one.
But that's not unrealistic. Like when we rented our apartment that we used to have, they brought us in to show us when people were still living there.
Still living there. They were sleeping.
Yeah, they were sleeping. I don't know why they opened the door.
What happened?
I think they just went in.
Yeah, they did.
They were night shift workers, and they were like, oh, something about, they work nights, so they might be here still. And I was like, the what? Like they were sleeping in their beds, and they brought us to look at the apartment.
And they had a dog, so as you know, the alarm went off real fast.
No. You show them the apartment when the people are gone. Not
That's wild to me. That's
gone
wild.
They have already moved out.
And I was like, this is really weird.
I mean, it happened to my mother-in-law recently, where they're like, hey, come look at the apartment. She's still living there. She hasn't left yet. Like, you guys just wait. Like, come on now.
Could you give me a call? I'll leave.
I know.
Like,
yeah, it's one of those. I don't like it that places do that. Like, it's just
I'm
wait.
amazed that's legal. That's crazy. Okay.
Yeah, it was a little weird. It was all dark in there, and I'm like, I think we should leave.
Yeah, we didn't even go. I mean, we just walked in the living room, and I think someone popped out. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, hello.
There was a
hi.
Conversation between the apartment guy and the tenants, and then we left.
Wow. So back to this movie. Is there? Again, like I said, I thought the depiction of the geographically accurate Santa Claus was actually pretty good.
I did like that too.
The workshop was fun. Again, I don't love the idea that purgatory is a place where lesser angels can go to work away in a workshop.
Again, hoping after X amount of people that you help, you go on to something better, like
There's
5
Phoebe.
people you meet in heaven.
What could be better than working every day of your life?
But you're working for the smiles of children. I mean, there's children everywhere. Just smiles, I guess. I don't know.
Tell me you'll get Christmas off.
Yeah, I'm actually getting a 5-day vacation, and then we are going back for legit 1 day, and then a 6-day vacation.
It's so ridiculous. I can't stand when
You
companies
should
do that.
call off that day, Phoebe.
No, because then they'll take away my holiday pay. You have to work the day before and after the holiday, or you do not get paid the holiday.
Yeah, that's how I used to work. That's how I used to work with him when I was in the deli. Yeah, I never worked Christmas. I used to work Thanksgiving though all the time when I worked in a supermarket deli. But the store usually closed by 2, so you could still get to wherever you got to get to, in time for dinner or whatever. They would wait, but it was great because I used to get double time and a half because it was a union job. So it was union. It was a part-time job. I still had a union. I am going to get $125 a month from my union and my part-time deli job during college. I'm going to get a pension. I have a pension for $125. And every year I get a letter from the union, fully funded. I'm like, sure you are. Through mob money, I'm sure. But yeah, it's great. I'll take it. But it was like double time and a half. So I always want to work Thanksgiving and holidays because you make some pretty good buck.
I always had to work Christmas Eve, and at Kohl's, we closed at 6 at the time, and it would piss my mom off because we'd have to go to my brother's, and they had to wait for me. And heaven forbid, if I wasn't ready to go, if I said, "Can you stop home and get something?" Oh no, that was not okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to work Christmas Eve. Yeah, Christmas Eve. I used to work Christmas Eve as well. Till 6. Yeah, that was always the thing. But again, you didn't really do much for Christmas Eve, so it wasn't a big deal in my household. So
there was a couple of years ago, I worked till 9 for Christmas Eve, and my job was completely dead.
I told him he better not call nobody on Christmas Eve.
I didn't.
I
just took calls. No, I wasn't supposed to. I was just supposed to take calls. I literally beat a game that day because nobody was calling us on Christmas Eve.
No one's there. No one's there. It's kind of great, actually.
Actually, I did it. I did 2 years in a row, and I beat a game each Christmas Eve. So
nice.
So good. I mean,
very nice.
My job's like, we just need someone here. All right, I'll man the phone.
Cool.
Yeah, you're making me. So yeah,
not the worst way. Anything else on this movie? Again, I feel like there's more
about the bike. The fact that like the guy is trying to fix this bike for these kids. Like you have the kid that because they have a couple scenes to show you that this family has no money. It's like a single mother and she wants a bike. It is a cute little scene that they do work it in that showing that he's caring. I mean, part of it to show, he wants to build his own bike shop. Also was thinking the fact that they're moving in 10 days, you should be fucking packed like a month ago, like starting to pack. Like you knew it was coming.
No, we have to light bike for Molly Montague and we have to light the tree. It's a tradition.
I mean, I don't think I'd want to light a tree in a town where I just got being kicked out of because the company.
Well, not only that,
I'm confused about the tree. Does the town not decorate the tree? Like,
thank you. That's what I was wondering.
All the money for this tree, like they acted like
it's a company town. You think the company can afford to put something on a tree? I mean, if they did that, what about the poor shareholders?
Like 2 days before Christmas, who puts up a Christmas tree in like the Melville Park and 2 days before Christmas?
Mike, the shareholders think the AI can put the lights on the tree.
Yeah, maybe.
Perhaps.
I mean, that is where we're going right now.
Oh, God.
I mean,
you're going to be replaced by AI soon, Mike.
So, in my job, I've had multiple people say, "Are you AI?" I'm like, "No. I'm unfortunately a real person. Like, I'm alive."
Would AI say yes if you asked them?
I asked my group that. I was like, and they laughed at me, and I was like, what do they think AI has to tell them the truth? Like, do they not watch Terminator or other things? Like,
you haven't watched Terminator either.
If I were you, Mike, next time someone asks you, so are you AI? You just have to go, abort, and just hang up. That's your response. That's how you win. That's how you win the day.
Completely normal human being.
Don't worry, Tiffany just yelling at our small child with his 4 paws because he was climbing a poster wall.
Oh, good kitty.
Not a good kitty.
He got that from his sister.
He did. He used to never do that. He imitated his damn sister. Little brat.
Now you can me in the background.
No, that's fine. All cat antics stay on the show. That's how the show works.
Yes.
When Ken's
as they
cat
should.
screams, I amplify it. So,
That's because kitties are great.
His kitties are great.
so I do want to bring up like the whole scene where like because she has that argument with her husband and then he runs off and gets murdered the next day. But like when it reverses time, I do like it because in a sense she learned. It really did remind me of what little I remember of A Wonderful Christmas because I thought he dies and then comes. I don't remember that movie very well.
It's a
So I've never seen it.
movie.
Yeah, that movie. I know I said it wrong. I've actually never seen the whole thing. I've only seen like little parts of it every year. Oh, and Ten Commandments used to play on TV too every time I think for Christmas. Or was that Easter?
That was Easter.
That's gotta be East. I mean, that's
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say
it's-
Ten Commandments
Alright.
and Ben-Hur are like the big Easter movies.
Okay.
Yeah, it's from Easter, yeah.
Hey, fun fact. I once worked at Easter on Burger King and I fucking hated it.
I used to
Oh,
work
so
Easter too. Easter was a great time to work. It was awesome.
It
Double
was
time
me
and a
and
half.
my manager, and I remember him taking a razor blade and trying to clean stuff with a razor blade, and I think he wanted me to help, and I'm like, no, I don't even want to be here.
What?
Like, I'm not even getting paid extra. I'm salaried. Like, fuck you. Like, I'm working 7 days. Fuck you.
Nobody went to Burger King, so that actually surprises me.
People came in. We
Oh.
just had no employees because the manager was terrible before and let everyone leave, and they didn't fire him until after they only had one employee. Because that's how you save a store. You wait until everybody's gone but one employee, and you go, maybe now we should fire that manager. Huh. I'm not joking, unfortunately. I inherited that. That only lasted 3 months, so I said, fuck you, I'm gone.
Okay,
So,
about that movie.
but like, I just like this fact. Like, I mean, besides the part where she's very,
What?
I don't know. Like very like she doesn't to me she's not showing enough emotion as I know we said like when her telling her kids about her husband dying and she didn't seem that as upset and also like he got shot once and she's like he's dead and I'm gonna be like maybe she'll wait the ambulance let him say that like you're just gonna be like he's dead but it kind of does fit her very like
Negative.
yeah you know and I was also laughing at one part where how the kids are just talking to Gideon when they first see him like why are you talking to a stranger but then again this was the 80s
It's the 80s.
Yeah, this
Kids
is-
were
Yeah, but
feral.
it was smart enough that the mom actually called her them out.
Yeah, like, hey, let's not talk to the strange old man in the coat hanging out by the mailbox. Let's not do that. Which is
In
smart.
a trench
I mean,
coat,
that's-
mind you.
And a-
yeah, let's
Trench
not do
coat.
that. Let's not do that.
It's somehow kind of like it's kind of cute in this movie somehow like the one part when he goes like she's talking to him and he's like how'd you know my name and then she turns around he's just gone I don't know I like
No, for some reason I like when she goes, "Do I know you?" No, I didn't think I did. That was like, "Excuse me, why are you talking to me in a polite language if I don't know you?" That was her polite way of,
okay
or passive aggressive way of being like, "Okay, so why are you talking to me if I don't know you?"
also why are you talking to some random guy at the mail standing at the mailbox in the middle of the night
She's polite enough to just not be rude.
I don't talk to people that much randomly
No, this is true. You don't talk to people at all except over the phone and the microphone.
one I get paid to do and one I love to do so hey
Yeah,
but-
Tiff, that was adorable. The phone, like the Minnesotan accent came out.
when we went to New Mexico once and she's like they're like where are you from we're from Minnesota and she was so upset
Like, my face went super red. And I was like, "Oh no!"
she never said it otherwise like that but it literally was the Minnesota
Oh,
Right.
that's
And
adorable.
it was awful and humiliating.
It's hilarious. Or when you go like, "Where's the?" I had to ask him like, "What is it called here? Soda, pop? Like, what am I looking for?"
No, that called me out. I said, "I'll have a pop." You're not from around here, are you?
Because yeah, here we call it pop.
Soft drink. I will take a soft drink, please.
You say a Coke.
It's
I don't know
soda
what you
or
mean.
it's a Coke if you know they have Coke products.
It's true.
Isn't
Yeah,
Nebraska soda or is it everything?
It's
Coke?
a soda.
Okay. Milwaukee,
I-
Wisconsin was soda. I don't know why we say pop here.
I don't either. Do you say pop anywhere else?
Yeah, there's maps.
Okay,
but
show me.
We're not
It's
looking
a
at that
soda
right
in
now.
Massachusetts as well.
Okay. Also, if this movie's supposed to be Massachusetts, then why is nobody eating any clam chowder on a cold
No,
winter
it's,
day?
it's Oklahoma. The license plates confirm it.
Oh, are all the
Yeah,
license
and-
plates Oklahoma or just the one?
I think
Or do
so.
we only see the one?
Well, the ones that they paid attention to, a lot of I mean, I don't know, maybe they're actually a lot of the scenes, I should say, they really aren't a lot. The only license plate that I remember is an Oklahoma one, and it's a it's on one of these the getaway vehicles from it does say Oklahoma. So is there in Bedford, Oklahoma?
Yes, there is.
There's
Looked
snow
it
in
up during
Oklahoma?
the recording earlier, like 50 minutes ago.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't paying attention, I guess. I apologize.
No. I
Why
just
can't
looked
it?
it up
Does it
on my
snow
own
in
instant.
It can't snow in Oklahoma, can it? Like,
Not like that.
because they would
No,
shut down
I mean-
the city.
Oh wait,
'Cause
it
Texas-
does snow. It does snow in Oklahoma, yes, but not more than Texas for sure. But
Yeah, but
those slushy, they're walking in the slush, and
Yeah.
I have a lot of distinct memories. Thank you for bringing that up because I have distinct memories of poorly
Salted.
poorly plowed roadways. Like our side street was always one of the last places to get plowed. So I could feel the water sloshing over my boots as like they're walking through that slush. And I'm like,
Right? That's
oh.
why I thought it was Massachusetts originally, because
Yeah.
is in Medford and
It
Massachusetts.
felt very northeast.
Looks like a New England winter.
Yes, it had a very
does.
northeast feel to it. Yeah, which again, because it's mostly shot in Canada. So yes, there you go.
Makes
But again,
sense.
that slushy, poorly plowed street was again. I don't have that anymore here in Texas. That doesn't exist. So
Yeah.
it was very
Also, why
reminiscent.
I'm screaming to myself internally, stop running on the snow, because especially stop running on the slush, because there is a layer of black ice underneath that.
Yes, and you don't know how deep those puddles are. Damn it! There's nothing worse than like walking around and all of a sudden sploosh. You're like
New Bill would understand.
Oh, it's
just
the
gonna
worst, and
add
your
to the-
socks are wet, and your feet are cold, and life sucks, and you're like, no, it's the worst. I kept thinking, please be careful where you're stepping.
You
don't know
only
what the
see that
potholes
one
are.
license plate. I'm watching now, like when they do show other cars, they're not zoomed in enough for you to tell. Like,
Yeah, or they take the license plates off. Yeah,
It's probably stolen. That was the point.
I mean, I don't think he stole it. Oh yeah, the other license plates are like dirty. There's one, but I can't tell what state that is. But it, yeah. So they don't make it real easy on you. But then again, they're like, maybe it's just because this happened to be the car that they just happen to have there. I highly doubt anyone put that type of thought in, like, hey, we're gonna have an Oklahoma license plate because that car is stolen, and we want them to think that. Nobody was putting that much effort in this movie like that.
That's just rude.
To be fair, I only know one director puts in that much effort, and it's not this guy. So no.
this director he doesn't really have much of a career. I've never seen anything else he's done. So I sometimes like talking about the director, but he didn't really do much, and he unfortunately passed away really young from leukemia.
Oh,
At the age of 41. Oof.
Oh, that is young.
Yeah, so he did a few other movies, nothing.
He did a Kurt Russell movie,
Yeah.
What is that?
The Mean Season. I've never heard of this, and I like Kurt
Me
Russell.
neither.
Huh.
Russell did a lot of work. Yeah. It's, yeah. So not much to say on the directorial side of things. Kind of just,
No.
work for hire kind of deal. Shame they passed so young. Wow,
Yeah,
did I just
41,
grind
that
the
is
show to a screeching halt? Boy, oh boy!
You did.
When you edit this, there's gonna be just a huge gap that's just gonna be there.
No.
Sorry,
Uh-huh.
You
editor
should
for
leave that
editor
in.
Fred.
You've heard my after you've been on a show.
No,
you know,
they're-
I don't know what a space is anymore. All those disappear. Like when I listen to some other people's shows and I get upset, sometimes I'm like, comic. The problem is no one's going to hear that because I'm probably not going to leave it in there. But
Sorry.
the Comic Conspiracy, a show I love, highly recommend it. But like they'll do stuff like that, and I'm like, I'm not okay with this. Like, why are you not? But they don't care.
That one in. It's for the
I can't.
to the story.
I've spent so much time looking at audio files, like I can tell sometimes what words are without through the little squiggies. It's not.
I am guilty on my show of leaving in long pauses. I try to leave them in when appropriate, when it lends to natural conversation. So but sometimes I just forget and I just say I'm running out of time.
You're different.
Forget it.
You're a different type. Your art is different than mine. So that's.
I get it. It's very weird calling it art, but yes, thank you. I appreciate it.
I was like,
Thank you. That's very very sweet of you. Like,
Especially for you, you take different conversations, plug them together, cut them up in pieces, and you showcase how people felt about something. It's different. I mean, even this to me, I consider what I do art too, because we're not just
the art.
no. You don't know how much editing goes into some of these episodes. So
It's wacky, and if I did it, I wouldn't cut out the
have to. I can't. This is how I have to make my own art. Oh, I do want to talk
will
about the bank.
do it at
yes,
once.
go ahead.
The whole bank robbery thing. Like, who the fuck robbed the bank with no mask and nothing? Like, his whole plan was what? You get the money and you run out the door.
Yeah.
Yes, that was it. That was the extent of the plan.
This character's story is confusing as all hell. Like,
Yeah.
what an amazing dad that he dropped his kid off for 4 hours at a bus station so that way he could rob a bank, so that way he could steal another car with other people's kids in them. Like, are you just going to accept these children as your children now? Are you leaving the other one behind? How many times have you switched children before, sir? What do you need $50 for? Like, you were trying to sell a car for $50, which also...
He wanted to buy his kids some presents, okay?
Kudos to that gas station employee who would not buy a car for $50. Because if it's that low, everything in that car is broken and needs to be
Yeah.
You're a
He took
mechanic,
one look at that thing and he's like, he does have that, I think I mentioned already, but he has that one good line where he's like, how many miles are on it? Like, like 55 or so, like 155,000. He's like, this bucket of bullets ain't worth anything. He's like, I can't take it.
The personal belief, and again, it's a show, don't tell, is that this guy is almost homeless and / is living in his car.
Yeah.
And so is the kid. Because if you have a stove, a camp stove on you at all times,
Yeah, camp stove in the middle of winter.
are you living in the woods, sir?
Yeah,
Okay. That's fair.
That's interesting. I didn't think of that, but you have a very good point. Isn't that fun? Aren't these the fun realizations for your Holly Jolly Christmas movie?
Yes, have a good ending. Like the way this movie wraps up.
It's a Disney movie.
After the murder and everything, like I feel like the fact that yes, it resets time and she learns the Christmas spirit, but also like the little girl getting to go to see Santa Claus, and then her brother's like, I don't believe you. Like I liked it. Strangely cute.
Yeah, it wraps up with just enough. It does wrap up good. And again, this is a successful movie in what it was trying to do, which is create this easy to root for family. They get the Merry Christmas. They learn to trust each other again. The very ending, I thought that was actually very sweet when she writes him the letter, like, here's the $5,000 to start the bike shop. Like these are things like she's going to support her husband and his crazy dream. And I think all of those things are very good. And it does a good job of setting that up. It's just, for me personally, my taste.
After she gives him the $5,000, like that was all the money they had, $5,000 in the bank. Then what?
Yeah, well, they're just gonna see what happens.
Robbing the bank.
It's all good. It's all good.
It's in the good feels.
I mean,
it ends well, and it ends nice. It has a nice little Christmas tree thing going on, and she's like, forget it. I'm not working. I don't care what they do. I'm going to spend time with the family. Like that's all good. And it's all very well earned. It really is. This family has gone through a lot. These kids have gone through a lot. And yeah, they thought dad was dead and now he's not. So that's not something they'll have to suss out in therapy one day. Not at all.
Wait,
I don't know.
Do they remember that part?
What's that?
Do they remember that part?
The kids?
That's an excellent question. I don't know.
It reset, and so everybody.
I think you're right.
Yeah, I would say it reset.
I think you're right. I think
they
it does
don't know
reset.
because it never happened.
Let's ask our resident time travel expert, Phoebe. Phoebe, do you think the time frame resets for everybody?
Oh, that's a good question.
Because it's not going to reset for Ginny because she still remembers, obviously.
Yeah, Ginny
sees him.
Clearly remembers because she's talking to Harry at the gas station in a way that makes it seem like
she knows. She's actively trying to prevent the mass.
I think this is why I made the Donnie Darko reference. This really is just Donnie Darko, where
but better.
Yes, the main person is going to remember the original timeline in this new one, but the ripples are going to affect everyone. But instead of having it where, Patrick Swayze feels great remorse because he got caught in the other timeline, he's feeling it in this timeline. Instead, what we get is things like Harry doesn't shoot up the bank. The manager at the convenience store's a lot nicer about,
but they don't know why. But they just don't know why.
I think
because their timeline's been changed. So every time the kids drive by the bank, are they gonna have this long look at the bank like, something happened there? I think.
Dad,
I think, and then you're gonna hear, all around me, I can feel you.
That's what I'm thinking.
And they're gonna just kind of have this long, like, quizzical look at the bank as if like, did I have a dream about that at some point? Yeah, okay. All right. I dig that. I'm into that.
I just take that no memory because it never happened in their time.
Thus spoke your resident time travel expert.
Listen, everyone needs one. Everyone needs one at least in their lives. We have Phoebe, so that works out.
I am good for 3 things: time travel knowledge, making sure people are okay, and sending creepy dolls.
Yes, those are your 3. Those are your 3 giftings. Those are your giftings right there. Sending people unsettling mail. That is what Phoebe is.
Well, she made one of us happy.
She's on
Listen,
And to be fair, she knew it would make one of us.
I do enough for you, Mike. I don't do enough for Tiff. So
She loves me.
I can't say you're wrong because you record a lot with me and talk to me a lot, so I cannot say you're wrong.
So anything else on this Christmas movie, on this Yuletide classic, One Magic Christmas, Disney's One Magic Christmas?
I'll say during Shelf Stacker Box.
Yeah, let's go to Shelf Stacker Box. And Tiffany, lead us in.
Can you skip me and come back? It's gonna go on shelf just because it's so nostalgic. But rewatching it, I'm just like, this is an interesting Christmas movie. But just because it's so nostalgic, it's gonna go on the shelf.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. And I want to encourage you and everyone listening, if you have those shelf movies that like your brain says, come on, but you just have a heart for it, then put it on the damn shelf. It's your shelf. Put it on there. I don't apologize for liking things. Life's too short to apologize for liking things. Unless it's like heinous and problematic, by all means. And this is nowhere near heinous or problematic. So don't apologize for liking things. This is totally fine.
And nobody's cheating on their partner with their new partner. So hey,
I hate that movie.
I like that movie, but
there's people who like that movie, and I mean,
what are we talking about?
Serendipity.
Serendipity. Yeah.
Wait, Bill, didn't you do that one?
Yeah, I did that one with y'all.
You're welcome, Bill.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah.
That was a toughie.
I still like that movie. I think
you're allowed. You are welcome to do so.
More of a Christmas movie than a Valentine movie.
You are correct.
Accurate.
I would have accepted it as a Christmas movie. It is not a Valentine movie.
It is not, but I still enjoy it.
You can have both. Walmart's already put up the Valentine stuff.
I know. So is a dollar store.
Have they really? No, they have. They haven't.
Yeah, it was gross going in today.
Take it. I can't.
Oh, and I'll go next. I'm going to put on the shelf. I really liked it. I liked it way more than I expected to. I came into it with no expectations, and I had a good time with this. This was a fun Christmas movie for me. So I liked it. Go on the shelf. I actually did like it.
That's weird.
I know.
I never like Tiffany movies.
That's fair. But to be fair, some of the Tiffany movies you try to make me watch are Garbage Pail Kids was one of them.
Why?
One of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life.
Why would you do this?
We bought it.
Ooh.
We own a DVD of it now.
Yes, we do.
Are you gonna watch like
it.
Mommy
No.
Dearest or Xanadu next? Just go through the list of the 0 out of 100 movies.
Even the people in that movie hate that movie. Because we were at a convention, they had some of the little people who were in Willow were also in that movie. He's like, man, that movie was awful. Everything about that movie was awful.
Kids like, tell me more about the Garbage Pail Kids. And they're like, please don't ask us about that. Can we talk about Willow instead? Or, we'll talk about my allegations more than the Garbage Pail Kids.
Yeah. It's like I'm going through a pretty messy divorce right now. Can we talk about that as opposed to this film? Yeah.
And Bill, what about you?
It's funny. I was gonna have the kids watch this with me. I'm kind of glad I didn't. It really was. And it's funny because I told my wife, and I'm like, yeah, this is one of these movies that Tiff likes. She's like, oh, is it a horror movie? That was her first question. It's like, is it a scary Christmas movie? And I'm like, I don't know. I know nothing about it. And then afterwards, she's like, so how was that movie? I'm like, it wasn't a horror movie, but I'm pretty glad I didn't let the kids watch it because I don't know, the whole dad dying thing is not that fun. But as this is a stack easy. This is an easy stack for me. This is fine. It's perfectly fine. It's interesting and it has some ideas. I think its execution is flawed, and I think it doesn't quite hit the marks it's trying to hit. But as an idea, as a premise, there's some good performances. There's some decent stuff. A gun gets fired in a Christmas movie. That's always great. I mean, what else can you complain about? Yeah, I put this on the stack for sure.
Right. And Phoebe.
Gonna be brutally honest about this. For the first very large portion of this movie, it was gonna go in the box. Was just not feeling it. It was a lot more drama and realism than I was expecting it to have, considering that the very first scene is the spirit of Saint Nick talking to Gideon, who was just playing a harmonica in a tree. But the last 10 minutes, when this new timeline starts happening and you see people being nicer to each other and Ginny gets to actually see Santa and realize that everything that happened was real. And that final line of Merry Christmas, and it's her saying it. There was a big dumb smile on my face.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if you can do that in a Christmas movie and put somebody was born on the day and is normally a Grinch and a Scrooge, give her a big dumb smile, it's gotta be at least stack worthy.
I thought both of you were gonna put it in the box. I was preparing myself for it.
Oh, this
Me
is
too.
this is not.
No,
this is not
the
box-
last
yeah.
10 minutes hit so well.
It lands.
Large
That
building.
it was like, oh, this flight's got some turbulence, but the smoothest
Yeah,
smoothest landing of the plane I felt in a while.
Yep, the plane does end, and the plane does land very smoothly. Yeah, I agree with that.
All right. I had to be hit to get my attention. Who knows about to speak?
You
So,
weren't.
yes, I was.
You're running the show. Focus.
My wife is violent today. All right. I guess we should go to plugs. That's what I do after this. Yeah. Well, first, Merry Christmas again if you're listening to this on Christmas Day.
That's right.
And Bill, where can we find you at?
I still do a podcast entitled Gamer Looks at 40, and it's still a bunch of people talking about games. By the time this releases, Final Fantasy will be done for
gonna ask you
now.
For now.
Forever. Don't lie to me.
Well, it's going to be for a while. I may do an episode on 10, but that will be literally it. I will not be doing anything else past 10. At that point, it's not really nostalgic. And I trade in nostalgia, in that delicious drug we like to ingest. So if you too want some nostalgia in your life, by all means, mosey on over to gamerlooksat4040.com. All my everything is there, and check it all out. I swear, I do more than just Final Fantasy. It seems I realized today I was recording the final lines for the final Fantasy episode, and I realized I started that series in March of 2024.
Wow.
I've been doing that.
Cow.
Well, Final Fantasy 7 had 11 and 12 episodes, something like that. I don't know.
It was ridiculous. Yes.
It didn't
Kingdom
stop.
Hearts when?
Never, ever. I'm not doing it. It's not
So
happening.
Mega Man when?
I don't recommend it. I like that series. Don't recommend it.
I would do Mega Man before I would do Kingdom Hearts. So you could do one episode per Mega Man. Like you don't need
Combine a few. Easy.
Combine a few. Yeah. I mean, the next one will likely be Metroid. That's the one that'll be next, because I can't in good conscience let the show completely go away without doing Metroid at some point. I don't know when that's going to happen, because I have another show that I'm launching that might take some time as well. I have to see what the time needs of the new show is before I can dedicate more time to the old show. But anyway, long story short, the next one will likely be Metroid, because that's one of my favorite franchises, and
Same.
I have a lot of history. I love Metroid so much. So
Metroid is great.
pretty great. So anyway, that'll likely be the next one I do. Okay. But hey, if you want to listen to a lot of stuff about Final Fantasy and Zelda and other games too, Gamer Looks at 40 is where I hang my hat.
It's hard when you get locked into something. I get it. That's why this show doesn't stay on any one thing, because
I think it was a misstep, but you know what? I'm glad I did it, because I think there's some really good stories that came out of it, and yeah, I'm not regretful of doing it, but I'm glad I'm not going all the way through to like 16. Like that's, again, it's not nostalgic at that point, and
hey, if you put it off enough years, it might be.
But then I'll be a gamer looking at 50 and 60, and that's yeah. I mean,
hey, I turned 40 in 2 years.
Some of your guests will be 40 at that point.
Yes, possibly. Sure. I'll do. Well, you know what? I could just give the show to you, Mike, and you can do that. You can be the gamer you could be the gamer looking at 40, and I can.
I will be soon.
Yeah, nice.
That means I'm older too.
Yes. All right, and Phoebe, where can people find you at?
You can find me over on Twitch and YouTube as the Let's Play Princess, on Twitter and Blue Sky as the LP Princess, and as one of the co-hosts of Nerds A Broadcast, where we have currently released our 75th episode and just recorded number 76.
Nice.
Wow.
Great. If you enjoyed this episode, there are over 900 episodes of this podcast. We do movies, TV shows, video games, comics, all sorts of random content. If you want to hear the rest of our Christmas episodes, they will be in the show notes because I have a whole list of just Christmas stuff.
Do you?
Yeah, I put all the Christmas stuff in one little file so people can oh, if you're in that mood, here, a bunch of Christmas episodes. Please listen to them.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yes, it's in there, unfortunately.
Mhm.
Fuck that movie. But you can go find all that. If you want to be on the show, if you want to suggest things for the show, join the Discord. Free. We're always having new people join us. If you want to support the show, we do a Patreon. Little as a dog, vote in our Patreon polls. We are going back to 2 polls for January and February, at least for sure. I'm going to try to do it again next year, more or longer. Just depends if I get caught up or not. But so great way to do that, to support the show. And you can do affect the show because sometimes stuff in Patreon polls doesn't come back or doesn't happen because I don't want to do it. I just go, okay, it fits my theme for this poll. So do that. And if you donate $10 or more, I'll give you a shout out like these lovely people, Phoebe Stanton, which you already heard about, and Zach from the Absolutely the Best Podcast of Work in Progress. Check out his show. They talk about MCU movies, MCU adjacent movies, and they're doing the Alien Predator franchise. I don't know where they are currently, but they're doing that. So check them out.
MCU adjacent movies?
Yeah, it means that an actor from one of the MCU movies is in a different movie. That was their reason to try to branch out.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Instead of just doing MCU because you run out of it by 27 episodes. Hell, I never even, me and Bill were doing the MCU and I'm like, no interest. I'm just like, nah, I'm good. Like my buddy texted me, he's like, hey, the new Avenger movie come out. I'm like, that's nice. I don't really care. I'll go see it, but I don't care. So, yeah. And please follow us on, give a shout out to my awesome intro and outro created Helena at Hell Has Free. Follow her on TikTok and Instagram. And please follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, YouTube, and rate and review for Get Your Podcast. I think that's everything I need to say. So we will see you guys next time. Bye, everybody.
Happy holidays!
Merry Christmas.